What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas and happy holidays, and welcome to a Wednesday special Christmas party episode, whatever you want to call it. This is the probably final video of, might squeeze one in, I don't know, maybe on January 31st, but probably the last big video for the year 2024. And we're gonna have some giveaways. I have got my for channel members, everyone who is an action figure enthusiast channel member, you have already been entered into the contest. So just gonna bring this up. So I've got my little spinny wheel here with all the channel members' names put in here. Toy Newman is here with us as well today. So he's joining us for the TNI Christmas party. So originally on Monday, I said I was going to give away $100 store credit to Big Bad Toy Store. But I thought, you know what? That's going to be kind of Scroogey, only $100 store credit. So we're not going to give one, not two, but we're going to be giving away 3 different $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store here today during this broadcast. So the way it works is, again, this will be for channel members, those of you who have just that little extra mile of becoming a TNI action figure enthusiast channel member, 99 cents. It is just, there's a link in the video description if you want to look at becoming one for a future date. But I've got the names. We are up to 29 channel members. So you can see all 29 members here. And we're going to spin the wheel. And the wheel will decide which one of you win. Now, once we have the winner, we'll do the first one. And then we'll get the winner. And then that person's name will be taken off the wheel. So you only get one chance to, if you win, you only get one of the credits. So we'll be take as the people win, then we'll take the names off. So that is how it's going to happen. We got a little bit of news to cover here today as well. Not a whole lot. It is definitely getting pretty much, as we go into the holidays, getting pretty quiet on the news front, but a couple of things to go over. And then Toy Newman has got his magic 8-ball, so I don't know if his He-Man magic 8-ball.
I do.
So maybe he's going to predict the future. He's going to tell us about 2025, what's going to happen in 2025.
Let's find out. Is it going to be a good year? Let's find out. It says very doubtful.
Oh, that's Skeletor's doing, I feel like.
Very doubtful.
But... And then also, I've got some things going to open up. I wouldn't necessarily call these Christmas gifts, but
hey, I got one of those too.
Open up, share my thoughts on that. So we got a lot to do today. Now, if you are, I see some of you asking about how you enter the contest. So again, the contest, you have to be an action figure enthusiast channel member, and you have to which basically is 99 cents to join. And I have entered, as of right now, I've entered everyone's name into that wheel, and that's how you win. Now, if you're sitting there going, well, let me run over and become a channel member. Honestly, I don't know how that works. I don't know if you can become an active channel member while I'm broadcasting. I assume you can, but I will check, make a note. If you say you're just became a channel member while this broadcast is on, then I will add your name to the wheel. So that is how it works. All right, so let us get through the work part of this stream, and let's just go over the latest news happenings. Like I said, there's not been a whole lot since I talked to you guys on Monday. we'll flip over to Marvel. So on Monday, I had said I was thinking the Lizard figure was going to go up for pre-order on Thursday because we hadn't heard anything from Dan. He had already confirmed it was this week, but he hadn't given us a date when I talked to you guys on Monday. And then, of course, right after I got off the stream, he announced it was going up on the following day. So he waited until the last minute to tell us it was going up yesterday. So I'm sure by now, if this is a figure that you want, you already knew that. It is available still on Amazon for $34.99.
Need some
Apparently,
pants.
according to Amazon, this is their number one bestseller, so I guess it's doing pretty good.
I still say I don't care if he wore them or not. He needs pants.
I don't know. Got to be movie accurate. I just don't like. I didn't like the lizard that much in the movie.
I didn't like the first movie he was in, so I didn't pick it up. I'll wait till it's like $12.
Yeah, so I'm passing on this one. I've told you guys before we will be getting, or 99.9% sure we will be getting an Electro from Spider-Man No Way Home next year, and I will definitely probably get that one to go with my Doctor Doom, or not Doctor Doom, go with my Doc Ock and Green Goblin figures. I did not get the Sandman either, just because I thought that figure was boring.
Butterscotch Sandman.
Yeah, so I didn't get that one either. But I will get the Electro when that one gets officially announced. But again, if you want Lizard, he is up on Amazon's website now. That's really it for Marvel news, any kind of major Marvel news, I believe. If you have not yet gotten this Professor Xavier, the Warlord Professor Xavier, which is a Walmart exclusive, it is now down to $6.72. So last week it went down to $7.50. The week before it was $10. So each week this thing keeps dropping in price. So I don't know if it will drop below 672. But right now, again, that is what it is selling for. So if this is one that you want to add to your collection, you might think about heading over to Walmart and picking it up very cheaply.
I've gotten some good stuff cheap.
We got free, not Marvel Legend, but Marvel Select Wise. Thanks to Shartimus Prime for making this reveal. We saw digital renders for this figure at New York Comic Con, but Shartimus was given the official images to show for the first time on his YouTube channel. So this is the Marvel Select 7-inch scale Green Goblin figure. Comes with the unmasked head, comes with a masked head, comes with the pulled off mask. Does have a goblin glider. I kind of like how they've done this with the smoke pume coming out the back that kind of acts as a stand. Only questionable thing is whether once you put the figure's weight on there, whether it will, tip over or not. So we'll have to see how well that works. But and the unmasked head is based on the Roderick Kingsley character. So been a couple of people under the mask, but this is based on Kingsley. So this is going up for pre-order tomorrow night at midnight. Well, for those of you on the Pacific time zone, it's 9 p.m. Eastern time, or 9 p.m. Pacific time. But for those of us on the East Coast, it's midnight going into Friday morning. So essentially, late Thursday, early Friday morning, this will be going up for pre-order. You all right there?
Yeah, I swallowed wrong.
Get a drink of water.
I did. That's what made me swallow wrong.
So again, that one's going up for pre-order tomorrow night. So you might want to check that one out if you're into Marvel Select. And I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's been a slow day.
This one has been dropping in price a bit as well on Amazon. Now down to, last time I checked, $53.96. Be interested to see if this goes. Oh, now we're down to $52.96. So it's dropped another $1. See if it gets below if this one gets below $50 at some point. I want to say some of this stuff's also been showing up at places like Ross and Ollie's and some of those discounters as well. But yeah, so that's it for your Marvel news for the week. Not much on the McFarlane front. We might get some McFarlane reveals later this afternoon. He's got that McFarlane Toy Show that is going to be on the McFarlane YouTube channel starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So I believe he's going to have a couple of YouTubers on there kind of hosting the thing. Rob D Toys and Brad DC You Geek are going to be, I think, hosting it. I don't know if we're really going to get a lot of new reveals, but hopefully we'll get something. So anything that is covered or revealed, we'll have coverage up on the site. Now, speaking of Rob D Toys, he's gotten his hands on those Target exclusive figures. I believe they were sent to him by McFarlane. I don't think they've hit Target stores yet. We haven't even gotten the official images for these. We just got the preview images.
That's so weird.
The JSA Wildcat figure, and you can check out Rob's work on Instagram if you want. He does a lot of good image picture toy photography. Does a lot of McFarlane stuff. So I don't know. What do you think of this one? You're more of the Wildcat figure.
It's awful.
You don't like it?
No. I think it's
what's wrong with it?
It's too skinny, and he's very sad.
He's kind of a sad, grumpy guy, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's more of like a tough guy. Like, I don't know. It looks like CM Punk in a suit.
Okay.
He should be more like, broader.
Isn't it? And I'm sure it's been different over the years, but I feel like his costume is usually black, isn't it?
It varies.
Yeah. Okay.
There were two variants in the DC Multiverse line. There was the black and the blue. I forget which one I have. I think I might have the black. Not the McFarlane one, the DC Universe, not DC Multiverse.
The Mattel figure.
I think it looks better in Rob's pictures than it did in the preview pictures, though.
And then he's also got Orion. This is also a Target store exclusive. I don't think it's actually hit physical stores or online yet, but our first real look at this one.
That harness is terrible.
Well, it doesn't. It's scope wise, it doesn't look bad. It
looks like a big gingerbread cookie.
Use some more paint applications, but like some silver on the hoses. I feel like some silver would have added a little extra detail.
I don't know. I told you off camera. I've kind of just fallen off the McFarlane wagon.
Yeah. I mean, I think the figure looks pretty good.
Not that you or I will ever see it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll never see this at my local Target store. Maybe I might catch it online, but I'll never see these at my physical Target store.
My Target never has anything. Ever.
Well, mine's even worse. So.
And mine's like an hour and 15-minute drive, so I don't even bother going.
Storm Collectibles has announced more video game franchises joining their Storm Arena line, which are 1/12 scale figures, only they're less accessories, less expensive. I think they're trying to compete more, maybe a little bit with Jada Toys with this line. So we had seen at New York Comic Con their Ryu and their Ken figures for this line.
And Baki Hanma.
Which I have really no idea what that property is, but I guess it's a cartoon, anime cartoon on Netflix. Is that right? So,
I tried watching it, but it wasn't for me.
I've just never much been into anime. But again, minimal articulation. These figures, I think, if I remember correctly, are going to cost somewhere in the neighborhood of like $50 or less.
Did they say minimal articulation?
No, sorry, not minimal articulation. Minimal accessories.
You scared me there because I was looking forward to these.
Yeah, articulation I think's on par with their regular figures, but
the big news there for me is Darkstalkers.
Yeah, Darkstalkers will be joining this line. We already knew about Street Fighter King of Fighters, and then the son of that whatever.
Whoop. Sorry, my computer froze.
So those are coming, and we'll probably be getting new details on those in the early part of next year. You Superman fans, we got the new trailer. We got a teaser trailer for the teaser trailer that will be premiering tomorrow, Thursday, at 6 a.m. Pacific time or 9 a.m. Eastern time. So we got this little sneak preview of the teaser trailer. Doesn't show a whole lot.
Looks all right.
There's nothing bad in this little clip.
I mean, nothing excites me about it yet, but it doesn't look bad. I saw people complaining about the production quality. I'm like, it was like 3 seconds long.
Yeah. But to me, I mean, when you watch it with the sound, you get that John Williams music playing. That's what really kind of gets you right here. Without that, and I don't think John Williams is doing the soundtrack for this movie.
No.
No. So they're just kind of like using nostalgia of the Christopher Reeve Superman movies with the music to kind of grab your attention for this. So that actually makes me a little nervous, more than anything. But we'll see. I'm keeping an open mind. I have absolutely no idea who he's supposed to be fighting in this movie. I know it's not an origin story, so it's essentially going to be, Superman. Just like if you picked up a comic book today and started reading Superman, I guess. So
It
if we're
always winds
going,
up being Luthor. Come on.
yeah, probably. And I mean, I know I've seen some of the leaked set photos showing other characters that I guess are making appearances in this movie, but
I haven't been impressed by that. I hope they make them look better when the
yeah, with the special effects added in. Yeah, I
yeah.
agree. And he does have the red trunks on the outside of the suit, so
That's the most important part.
I honestly could care less either way. I think as long as it looks good, I don't really care. But I know there are purists out there who like insist that
One of them sitting here with you.
the trunks be. I don't really like the I don't know the symbol that they're using. But until I get a full on look of the suit in the actual movie, I'm going to hold off judgment. This is kind of, I mean, we had that one image where he's putting on his boot
while the world is exploding.
Yeah.
That seemed about right?
Oh, and then we had new Karate Kid trailer for Karate Kid Legends. I can't say this did much for me. I've been enjoying Cobra Kai, but I just don't really know.
I'm a huge Cobra Kai fan and Karate Kid, but yeah.
The Jackie Chan Karate Kid movie was supposed to be a complete like reboot, starting from scratch, and now they've kind of merged Jackie Chan into Ralph Macchio's universe. So I don't know how that's going to work.
I want to know why
I guess
Mr. Miyagi's house is the wrong color.
Was it the wrong color?
It's supposed to be green.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% positive. Because he had Daniel paint it green, and then in Cobra Kai, Daniel had all the students paint it green.
That's how it looked in the original movies.
Until Daniel painted it.
Well, maybe he had him paint it back. Or maybe this takes place before the events of Cobra Kai.
It's 3 years after Cobra Kai.
Is it? Yeah. Is that officially established?
That's what I saw. I want to know why none of the Cobra Kai people are in it, from what I hear.
Like probably because they didn't want to have to pay them.
Cobra Kai is such a good show; they could continue it with movies.
I don't know. I mean, I've enjoyed the Cobra Kai series, but I do feel like it's started to run its course. Like,
no, I wish they had just kept it going forever.
And I was like, I didn't realize they had broken it up into 3 parts. I thought the second part was it. I thought this was, and then like at the very end, I was kind of pissed when they were like, "Oh, the final episode will be coming soon." Like, what the rack?
And originally it had a date, but they took it down.
So yeah, that sucked. All right, well, let's get back into toys. So let's jump over to Star Wars here, and we've got a couple of pre-orders that went live today. Once again, Pulse exclusives. So Black Series. You've got your Clone Trooper Phase 1 and the Super Battle Droid 2-pack, which we've gotten these figures before, but now you get another opportunity as a 2-pack. So this is, again, being sold as Hasbro Pulse exclusive. It is $39.99, and it is still available if you want to purchase this. So this will also be available at some later date on Shop Disney. But I've been noticing these recent Pulse Disney exclusives have not been selling out, so I don't know. And then for you vintage collection fans, we've got the Journey of Anakin Skywalker. So
With his long neck.
with 3 figures we've gotten before, but now all together to kind of create that transformation from good guy to bad guy. They should have thrown in, like, they should have made this a 4-pack, and they should have thrown in the Spirit version so you get the whole good guy turning bad, bad guy back to good guy.
But which Spirit version?
Well, I would assume the Hayden Christensen version,
Those
not the
figures
original.
have been popping up at Ross too. That set with the ghosts.
Yeah, yeah. I saw something interesting that I had never really thought about before, but in regards to Return of the Jedi,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, I feel like somebody just, this was their own interpretation, but it was kind of an interesting take. You know, we always kind of assume Return of the Jedi was reference to Luke Skywalker becoming, you know, the Jedi and the Jedi returning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said it's not Luke Skywalker, it's Anakin Skywalker who returns to becoming a Jedi.
It's true.
And that's what it's really kind of named off of. So I can't, you know, I don't think they really thought it out that far back in the day, but it's certainly kind of an interesting take on it.
Did you watch the new Skeleton Crew?
I did.
I liked it.
Oh, you love the show.
I do.
I didn't hate it, but again, I'm getting to that point where it's like, okay, something more needs to be happening because we're kind of just dragging this out, and we need to start really getting to the crux of what's going on here.
Something
So
did
I felt like, oh, really? Nothing.
We found out what the whole deal.
Well,
with
don't give
SF-33
spoilers
on that, but we found out the whole deal.
Well, I feel like we need more. I feel like next episode needs to really give us a punch, you know. And I understand, like,
Okay.
I always, with these shows, like, they would be so much better if they just showed them like they're supposed to be showed, and let's put all the episodes out at the same time and let you watch it together. That's what streaming is supposed to be, not this weekly
I think they try
crap.
to avoid the spoilers. You know,
Well,
unlike
they want you tuning in every week to their streaming service, so that's why they break it up. But, you know, streaming programming was meant to, like Netflix had intended, who was the one that kind of created this type of programming, was intended where you put all the episodes up, the whole season up, and you know, if you want to watch it once a week or whatever, you can, but more likely you're going to binge watch it and sit there for, you know, good 6, 7, whatever, 8 hours and watch it. But you're watching it all together, so
the only show I do that with is Cobra Kai. I watch all 5 episodes in like one sitting.
most most shows that I'm into that are streamers where they put the episodes out there for you to watch at once.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not all in one day. Sometimes, maybe I'll break it up into a couple of days, but I prefer to be able to sit down and just watch it, not have it broken up once a week.
I just found out that the show The Dragon Prince that was on Netflix had like 3 more seasons under a different name.
Which show?
The Dragon Prince.
I don't think I heard of that one.
Yeah, you had once told me you saw figures from another company, but they never came to fruition. But it's a great show. It's a cartoon.
I'll
Based
take
on
your word
book.
for it, but it's not ringing any bells. All right, so that is, I think, all we have for.
Quite the Anakin Skywalker discussion in the chat.
Oh yeah. What do we got going on here?
Mike doesn't agree he should have any redemption. He killed little kids.
Oh, that's true. That is true. But it seemed like he got his redemption and got to go off with Yoda and Obi-Wan at the end.
Anakin could just walk in and go, "Can't say I remember no killing no kids."
You never saw it on screen, so it didn't happen.
That's like the best answer for anything now. Can't say I remember no at.
That's your favorite character, that.
I love that guy.
All right, let's do our first drawing here. Let us.
Do I do a drum? I don't know if you can hear it.
Let me just, before I do, let me just make sure no one else has become a channel member.
Can't say I become no channel member.
Okay, we have 2 additional channel members here, so let me.
One day I show up for this, and the guy from Ireland's not here.
Oh, John's not here? I didn't do a roll
him.
call, so. So Phil Martinez looks like has just joined. And Dark on in.
That's a cool name. Oh, there he is.
Oh, is John here?
Yeah.
John's always here, so I would be shocked if John was
must
not
have
here.
Missed him.
And as John pointed out on Monday, Big Bad Toy Store delivers to Ireland, so.
Oh, good. So I can move there and still get stuff.
Exactly.
That's the best name ever, the Canadian Survivalist.
All right, so this is your names are all entered in here. Now, if by chance I don't know if every single channel member is here watching today, so just I'll give you 24 hours to, if you're not watching live, to come back and check the video, and then you'll need to email me to claim your prize, and I'll have my email in the video description. Hopefully everybody is here watching, but I'll give you 24 hours if your name gets picked and you're not actually here at the moment. All right, so I'm going to click it, and the wheel is going to spin. I have absolutely no control over what the wheel is going to land on. So this is all.
I'm trying to fix my chair. It's wobbling, so don't mind me.
All right. So I've tried to make this as random as humanly possible. I'm counting on the AI of this wheel to be completely unbiased and pick us a winner. So this is number 1 of 3 $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store I'm giving away today as a Christmas celebration, is my way of saying thank you to you guys for watching the channel, for supporting me as a channel member, and all that good stuff. So here we go.
Ha! That's exactly who I thought it was going to land on.
Hanzo is our first winner of the day. So Hanzo, if you are here, my friend, you have won yourself $100 store credit to Big Bad Toy Store. I see Hanzo is in the house.
He had his fingers crossed and everything.
So he is here. So number one, so Hanzo, congratulations. So we're gonna do two more, not this very second, but we are gonna do two more spins. I am going to be taking Hanzo's name off the list so that he cannot win again today. So Hanzo, your name. I should actually. I meant to grab a piece of paper and pencil so I could write these names down, just so I don't forget myself.
You want me just to text it to you?
Yeah, you can do that.
All right.
Make yourself useful. All right, so
my beautiful mug is all the use you need.
All right, I gotta find Hanzo's name here so I can take it off.
Oh, no, not Han Solo phone. Hanzo.
Now I can't find his name on the list. Did it take it off on? Maybe it took it off automatically.
I don't know. I have the screen small. Let me see. Looks like it did, because he was right by Shipped My Pants, which is another great name.
Okay. Let me check something. I didn't realize the wheel took the names off automatically. So I just want to make sure I have everyone's name.
Do 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 do.
Why don't while I'm looking at the list, why don't you
I was singing for everybody. Come on.
well, let's
I'll show everybody my broken Matt Hardy big rubber guy I got today.
let me pull you up so you're all right. Entertain people with your fine collection there while I make sure we got everyone's name on the list.
Let's see if I can open it without ripping the card. I'm not good at this. I love resealable packaging, even though I get rid of everything. I could literally kill a guy with this thing. Broken Matt Hardy, which is probably one of the greatest. Hello. Apparently, Jay has been deleted. Hey, you got deleted there. What happened? I was talking and it was gone.
I froze up, I guess so. But as long as y'all are still here, that's good.
I'm not showing him anymore. He deleted us.
Can you see me?
Yeah, now we can.
Okay.
Somehow I came back before you.
As long as we're all still here, that's all that matters.
Whew. You
all right, go back to
deletion there.
Go back to showing your figures so I can.
Yeah. This time, don't disconnect us.
I didn't. It froze. I guess my internet froze or something.
It told me that you disconnected from the internet. I was like,
Well,
aha.
I had to reload the page because everything froze up.
I have no idea what I'm reading in the chat here, but apparently, when Darkonnen, when he was a kid, his cousin Miles farted, and the Atari didn't work after that.
Did he
That's
fart in the Atari?
that's some kind of fart. Did you get your wheel back?
I got the wheel, but I want to make sure I got all the names on here. Because we did that test spin before we went live. And I'm afraid it took somebody's name off the list, so I just want to confirm.
I'll show another figure that showed up this week. We got Jack the Ripper Sting.
Show him one of your Christmas figures.
Christmas figures. I have two. I got a big moose from Mythic Legions. There we go. And you got Santa Claus on him. As my friend calls him, Buff Steroid Santa. And I got rid of those tiny hands they made him come with.
So, have you had any breakage issues?
No, but I haven't opened up the Ghost of Christmas Past yet. It's just sitting in my room. Like literally in another area of the house. I got it, opened it, looked at it, and said, I should open this. Then I got sick. But I can't believe that Matt Hardy deleted our feed. I don't have as much Christmas stuff as you do as far as figures go. I mean, I got Christmas Batman, but if I dug that out, all you'd see is all my stuff fall.
That's all I got is Christmas Batman and an old Star Wars.
I did get a bunch of the stuff from the Walmart for cheaper too. I got the Shriek-Hawk figures for like $20. Like I said, I wasn't prepared to open things on here.
Open up your Alpine.
Ugh. Alpine. I don't know why I have this horrible glare on everything, but I guess from the computer. But let's
Don't
check
you have
out.
lights?
No, I should get some, but I don't really get to stream that often, if ever. It's usually with you. Let's see what Mr. Alpine comes with. I still think he looks like Alfonso Ribeiro. It's pretty cool. Not a look that I remember, but he's the guy that was yodeling, right? Yodeling.
Yodelay-hee-hoo. Oh, yeah.
It's your fault. It's your fault that I remember that because you sent me that clip after I was like, "Who's Alpine?"
That's like his most memorable scene when he causes the avalanche. And
I remember weird things from G.I. Joe, like Roadblock only talking in rhymes.
well, yeah, he always talked in rhymes.
I'll turn your
his
eyeball
shtick.
inside out. Let me get all this nonsense out of the packaging. The dreaded sound that everybody loves to hear. If I did the Carlton dance, I'd throw out my neck, and then Jay would have nobody here with him. But he does. He looks like Alfonso Ribeiro. I mean, he's a much better looking figure than, say, like Falcon. Oh, his big melon doesn't fit in the hat very well.
Well, didn't you get the updated Falcon head?
I did, but now I have a good-looking falcon and a falcon with a grunt head on it. There we go. Now he looks like a 5-year-old with a giant hat on his head. See, I should do reviews because I don't really sugarcoat nothing.
All right, I think we have all the names on the list, so we're good to go for our next round.
Why doesn't he have a backpack?
Who, Alpine?
Yeah, how the hell is he supposed to carry all this stuff? Just in his hands? Yeah, he doesn't have a backpack. He comes with this gun and this gun. He comes with, I don't know what it's called, but it's a rock climbing hook. Grapple.
That's what I call it, a grapple.
He comes with 2 of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if these are real.
You like dig them into the side of the mountain.
And then he's got this, which I assume sticks in the end of this gun to give him a Chewbacca gun. No, it doesn't go in that one. I can't get this in nothing.
The old figure used to have a backpack, I think. That's what I said.
He's got the hole for the backpack, but he doesn't come with a backpack. Of all the
I don't think it's a bad figure, but I feel like there's going to end up being a retro collection Alpine release that's going to look more like the original toy, which I think is what I would rather have.
Alpine actually, Hanzo, Alpine actually shot down to 14. That's what I paid.
Yeah, Rich got him on discount. I paid full price for mine.
You'll show him a lot more love than I will. He'll get shoved in the back of the shelf when I'm done.
I'm going to put him with Bazooka and Quick Kick on my shelf.
Yes. He can ask Quick Kick why he has no shirt on. I just don't like the hat. I think it looks better without it. I mean, there's his head. And then the hat just makes him look like an orange on a toothpick.
Oh, I didn't put his goggles on.
Yeah, I almost ripped them in half when I put mine on.
Does it fit on the hat?
I don't know. I didn't try. Isaac, yeah, I got a bunch of the Star Wars deals. I got, I always go to call him Beef Cargo. Jay will laugh at that, but I don't even remember what his real name is. Grief Karga. I got his droid for like $10. Aura Singh for $10. I picked up another Balin Skull for a cloak for my friend, and the Shriek-Hawk pack for $20.
I haven't opened this, but I pulled out my Christmas Batman figure.
I got both of them.
Well, so do I, but the blue one to me is not very Christmassy. So
I call the blue one Winter Batman.
The bag of toys fell out of the blister, so now it's
mine did too. One day I was just sitting here and I heard thump, and I was like, "What was that?" And I looked up, and it's down in the bottom of the package.
I try to see if I can shake it back into the right spot, but it won't.
Oh, the joys of collecting.
And then this is an oldie. This is the only other like Christmassy actual figure that I have. But
I have that somewhere in my shed. I just found this. It was missing. It's not Christmas related, but
this is a dude from
Feed your lawn, Jay. Feed it.
I was gonna say the guy from the lawn care commercial.
The worst part about this figure is his hand just falls off looking at it.
Who made that?
3-0. I would have kept buying all the I almost said Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones stuff that they put out, but they just stopped. They got to they showed Khal Drogo and never put him out.
I got my plate of Christmas cookies too. I made these from scratch.
Well, where's mine?
In the mail.
Oh.
Oatmeal and raisin cookies, my mom's recipe.
I like oatmeal raisin cookies. I know a lot of people don't.
I only like my mom's recipe. Like, I don't like store-bought oatmeal and raisin cookies that much, but
I'm going to tell you, I don't really like this Alpine figure too much.
you don't like it.
No.
Like, it's got the little hook so you can put all his stuff on his belt.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how the hell to put this on here. You can tell I'm such an avid rock climber.
But I don't think it's bad, but I do feel like we're gonna get a retro version that I'll end up liking better.
Oh, you mean like Stalker? But then I had to save his hat so that he had the correct hat on.
Stalker, Beachhead, and Beachhead's on discount on Amazon. You can get it for like $16.
You could pose him with these things so he looks like a fake Dr. Octopus.
I don't think that's how it's supposed to go.
Well, if you put him this way, then he's going to sit down on them.
That would hurt.
How are you going to put him in? Teach me.
I don't know.
I want to know what this is for. Where does it go? And
That's like a harpoon that goes on the tip of the gun.
it doesn't fit on any of them.
It's like a crossbow.
I'm not really selling this figure very well for Hasbro. Oh, here we go.
And that's why Hasbro doesn't send us free stuff. So
Oh, because I don't approve of their weird design choices. I got it in
it goes on. It goes on. Yeah.
Now you have like a Chewbacca gun for him.
It's supposed to be a rope, but I don't think they included that. So.
The rope is around the grapple.
I guess he's wearing the rope. So
No, but you see the black rope. But if I
Yeah.
unravel that, it'll stay unraveled for the rest of my life.
I don't know.
As soon as you can figure out where to put these on where you don't sit on them.
Like that?
That's how I had it, but then it looked like Dr. Octopus.
No, you had it like sticking out. I mean, I don't know if it's how it's supposed to go, but I probably,
Just
since
kind of dangerous.
Since he's going to be standing the whole time, I'm probably just going to have it like that.
He still looks like Dr. Octopus to me.
You got to turn the blades inward.
Oh. Look inward.
Yeah.
Too close to behind.
Well, but are you actually going to have your figure sit down?
No, but I also don't want him knocking over anybody behind him.
Well, that happens with almost all of them.
Oh, I also did get that $10 Night Force Tunnel Rat.
I didn't get that.
Well, that's
I haven't really gotten any.
That's
the only Night
I
Force
had as a kid with the black shirt.
I actually never had Tunnel Rat as a kid.
Well, Mr. Phil, they can't have their toys back.
I quit collecting G.I. Joe by the time the movie came out, so.
I stopped shortly after that Abomination Ninja Force garbage.
I was thinking, trying to remember back to like Christmases that stood out to me as a kid, like stuff that I got under the tree. And I was thinking, I remember one year when I got the G.I. Joe headquarters playset. So that one stood out to me. I remember a number of Christmases getting Star Wars stuff.
I mostly got He-Man, Thundercats, little GI Joe, and then a shit ton of wrestling.
I never got any wrestling, any He-Man, any
I
Thundercats.
I had all the He-Man stuff. I didn't get like Eternia and stuff because I was done by then. I was more into like wrestling.
See, I never got any He-Man. Like I watched the cartoon, but I never collected any of the He-Man toys. I did GI Joe and Transformers, and started with Star Wars.
You know, it probably frustrates the hell out of you, but the entire time I've collected Transformers, I get the same 8 guys over and over again.
Well, I only collected, up until the movie.
Optimus Prime,
I had,
Megatron, Soundwave, Starscream,
yeah,
Thundercracker, Skywarp, Shockwave, Bumblebee. That's all I buy.
I had Optimus Prime and Megatron were my very first two Transformers.
Mine was, I want to say Optimus Prime because I have the reissue that Walmart did of the first one. The very
What
first
year?
time they reissued it.
I'm talking this part. This was back when they very first came out.
My dad threw away all my Transformers when he sold his house. So
I don't have them anymore, but my very first two Transformers were the original Optimus Prime and Megatron. And this was back when the line, first premiered, and Transformers were hot back in the day. They weren't quite Cabbage Patch Doll hot, but pretty damn close. Where you had actual parents fighting over getting the last one off the shelf type thing.
Starscream was hard to get. I remember.
Yeah, I actually ended up with a bootleg of Starscream I found at a gas station for a long time.
And the only reason why I like Starscream is because, as you know, I'm a Cobra Commander guy.
Well, I think I've told this story before in a live stream, but where I live, I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky, and so like Transformers were really popular, and all the main like toy stores and stuff that sold Transformers basically were sold out. Like it was that hard to get the stuff. But this drugstore, it was called Super X Drugstore, got this huge shipment, like didn't normally carry toys, but for some reason got this huge shipment of Transformers. And so they had like every single Transformer that had been released at that time. And because nobody thought to go into this drugstore to look for toys, nobody knew about it. So they didn't sell out instantly. And so for a little while, you could have kind of the pick of the litter of the stuff. And like I said, Optimus and Megatron were my first two. I'd gotten Soundwave. But when I went back to get Starscream, that's when people started to realize that this place had them. And so then all of a sudden they started to sell out. And I missed Starscream.
No, Cobocop, you didn't miss the second spin yet.
Oh, damn, it's almost already 4. So yeah, let's do our seconds.
I'm gonna have to jet it 4 because I got some stuff to do before the McFarlane thing.
All right, so let's do our second spin. I gotta pull my screen back up because I had to.
Hopefully, our feed doesn't get deleted again. I'm one of those when I see this thing scrolling on the side, I gotta ask everybody. I gotta answer them.
All right, so if you're just joining us, this is our second spin. Hanzo was our first winner, and his name has been taken off the list, so he will not be able to win this round if he's still here. I assume he is. But we are about to spin the wheel. It is for channel members. I guess I should do just a quick check, make sure no one else has become a channel member. No, I think we're good on everybody. Actually, One Zim 00. Okay. All right, so we are going to spin the wheel. The wheel, I have no control over what name the wheel is going to land on. So good luck to everybody, and here we go. Gray Fox 00700. So if he is in the house, he is our second winner of the day. You got that one? You writing that one down?
Yep. Why am I doing it on my phone? I can do it right on the computer screen.
Is Gray Fox here today?
I have not seen that name pop up, but he might just be silently listening to our madness.
All right. Well, and if you're not here, if you end up watching this at a later time on the repeat, then you've got 24 hours to claim your prize. There'll be an email in the video description. But Gray Fox 00700 is our second winner of the day. And so
if Mr. Todd wasn't making us work at 5 o'clock, we could do a spin a little later.
Yeah.
Slave labor with Mr. McFarlane.
So his name is now taken off the list as our second winner. All right, I'm not going to since we're getting close to the hour, kill a few more minutes. So I wanted to share. So on Monday, you probably missed it because you weren't watching, but I got a new Christmas decoration. I don't know if you can see this one back here.
Oh, I watched Monday's thing afterwards, though.
Okay. So you saw my snowman that I got, right?
Yeah, I have that. I have one of those.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one as a kid, and I was like, yeah, I gotta get one. And I found a great place for it too. It's like, but I don't use it as a nightlight anymore. As a kid, I used it as a nightlight, but now I have another childhood Christmas memory. So, I know a lot of kids got read things like, the night before Christmas and all that stuff for Christmas stories before going to bed on Christmas Eve. But I got this read to me, the Wookiee storybook. So this was another childhood memory. I found this book. This is not the original one I had as a kid. I ended up finding it. I forget where I ended up finding this at, but I did have this book as a kid. So it is kind of in keeping with the holiday special because it's got Chewbacca's family. I don't know if any of you have seen this, but
I've never seen that in my life.
Oh, you've never seen this book before?
No.
So, yeah, it's all about Chewbacca's kid. Lumpy is his name for short. Son of Chewbacca and Maltobuk, which I guess is Chewbacca's wife, if you did not know that. Mala for short. Itchy is the grandfather, and then, of course, Han Solo. But the whole story is about Chewbacca's son basically wants to make a special treat for Chewbacca, who's coming home. For they don't really reference Christmas, but it's kind of like he's coming home for the holiday type thing. And so he ends up going out on this adventure in the forest woods of his home planet, and he gets lost. And Chewbacca and Han have to come and save him. So, that guy. I want that guy. We need that. Screw that owl guy from the Skeleton Crew. We need a figure of this guy.
We need a figure of B. Arthur before that guy.
No, B. Arthur is not in this book. But if you ever wondered, this is the escape shuttle for the Millennium Falcon.
Well, I'm gonna have to jet at the moment.
All right. Well, let's go and do our final draw.
Not to rush you, but that book is awesome. but I have to go because
I screw A Night Before Christmas. Find this book. If you have kids, read this to them instead of The Night Before Christmas.
I'm gonna read it to myself.
All right. So for our third and final spin for $100 store credit to Big Bad Toy Store. Let me just do one quick check, make sure we didn't have any last minute additions to the channel members. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so let me pull the window up so everyone can see. All right, so again, I'm going to spin this wheel, the names of all the channel members up to this point, minus the two who have won, Hanzo and Gray Fox, were our first two winners. So they cannot win this final round. But I'm going to spin the wheel. I have no control over what name it lands on. It is completely random, or as random as I can possibly make it. And so here we go. Leo. Leo, it's our final winner of the day. So, is Leo in the house?
Not another name that I've seen.
All right, so only one of our winners was actually here today. If I had, I wanted to kind of make it where only people who were here, but I didn't have a way of really being able to properly do that. I also wanted to reward everyone who's become a channel member. And again, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has become a channel member. I know it's just 99 cents, so it's not like breaking the bank, but still, especially in this day and age, every penny counts. That's $1 you could have spent on Professor Xavier, and you would have only needed $5 more to buy that figure. So, again, thank you, everyone. So I will have the email for those of you who won, and Rich, read out the names of all three winners.
We had Hanzo, Gray Fox 00700, and Leo.
Okay, so those are our three winners. Once this video, you'll need to contact me at jay@enewsi.com, and I will have that in the video description once this becomes a regular video. I'll give you 24 or 48 hours. I'll give you till Friday for those of you who might not be here watching to reach out to me to claim your prize. So hopefully those two guys that weren't actually here with us will think to look at the video. But I will be back. Like I say, I'm not sure whether it'll be January 31st or January 1st.
January 31st.
I'm sorry, December 31st or January 1st. But I'm going to do a New Year's Bash live stream. I am going to be taking off next week, so no videos next week. I don't think there's going to be enough news unless Todd really wows us with his Todd McFarlane show that's going to be premiering here in just an hour. But unless there's like a ton of reveals on that, I don't think I'm going to have a video up on Friday. So probably, my next video will be a live stream either at the very end of this year or the very first of next year. And we'll talk about the latest, my top 20 figures, that kind of jazz. If Rich is on, he can tell us his favorite figures for the year. But I want to thank you, everybody who did join, became a channel member, everybody who tuned in today. It is much appreciated. I hope all you guys have a great holiday. If you don't celebrate Christmas, if it's Hanukkah or whatever holiday you celebrate, I hope it's a good one. Which, by the way, I didn't realize this, but Hanukkah actually starts on the 25th, the same day as Christmas Day. It's kind of unusual that they both start at the same time. But so if you celebrate Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah to you. Or again, whatever holiday you celebrate. For me, it is Christmas, so I wish you all a happy, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Be safe, everybody. And until next time, guys, we will catch you later. Peace out. Thanks for watching today's video. Now, if you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button. Also hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. For all the latest action figure news, be sure to head over to ToyNewsEye.com, MarvelousNews.com, JediInsider.com, and TFormers.com. And remember, action figures are great,